Oh yeah, it's Friday. Five Finger Friday, because I am about to get me a 5-finger discount on someone else's content. So how am I about to steal someone else's content? Well, to answer that question, I am going to have to refer you guys to another moto blogger. His name is John, and his channel is Road Reality. Now, yesterday, John put out a video about 5 tips to give you inspiration if you are running out of ideas for a motovlog. Now, I say yesterday, but by the time this comes out, you guys may have to do a little bit of searching, because John has been putting out a video every single day for weeks now, so he don't need no inspiration. He's got plenty of ideas. And I am getting followed by a cop. So in John's video, one of his tips is to watch other motovloggers, and if they have an idea that you like, then take that idea and build upon it. Add some of your own flair to it, do what you can with it, and now you've got your own content. So yep, I am stealing John. I am building upon John's idea. So my plan is to give you guys 3 more ideas to help you think up some content for your motovlogs. Now, before we get into the tips, let me just say that ideas, they're very fleeting, okay? You'll have an idea, and within an hour or two, you will have completely forgotten what your idea was. So, my suggestion to you is write it down. You get an idea, try to write it down immediately if you can. And if you don't have access to pen and paper, I'm 99% sure you have a phone on you. So if you don't have a notebook app on your phone, download a little notebook app. They're free. And jot that down on that app. Okay, tip number 1. Let's start with something very mundane that everybody talks about, and that's the weather. So why would you want to talk about the weather? Well, the weather can lead you into other subjects like the gear you're wearing. And the gear you're wearing is going to be related to the weather. Hot weather, you got hot weather gear. Cold, you got cold weather gear. And that can lead you to gear reviews, initial impressions. You know, you got those kind of topics there, all from what it's like outside. I mean, for instance, right now it's 40 degrees outside. It's pretty darn chilly. So I'm very geared up, and the gear that I'm using I've had for quite a while now, so I do plan on doing reviews on the gear that I'm wearing. So expect some gear reviews coming up. And yes, it's weather related. Alright, let's move on to the next one. And the next one is another mundane one. It's traffic. So why would you want to talk about traffic? Well, you got a couple good reasons for that. One, let's say you live in a high tourism area, and you know a lot of bikers tend to go through your area. Well, if this is an area that you live in and you are familiar with all the traffic in that area, you can warn people that watch your channel, hey, if you come through here, avoid these roads, take these routes. You'll have much better scenery, and you'll avoid all the traffic at this time of day, so on and so forth. This will also lead you back to gear reviews, and maybe not just gear, but let's say apps that you use. Maybe you use Google Maps, maybe you use something else to warn you of traffic congestion, things like that. Could possibly warn you of speed traps. I mean, for instance, I don't have anything turned on right now because I'm motovlogging, and I've had a state patrol guy following behind me for about 5 miles now. He's about 2 or 3 cars back, but yep, he's still behind me. Okay, tip number 3, shout outs. It's always good to do shout outs on your channel. Couple reasons. Well, 1, it helps build the community. 2, it helps highlight channels that you enjoy. And if you enjoy them, chances are other people in the motorcycling community will probably enjoy them as well. You know, you might as well share the love. And it could potentially help your channel because, let's say for instance, you give a certain shout out to someone and they do so in kind, okay, on their channel. Now they may have viewers that don't know about you and vice versa, and you've both grown each other's channels just by something nice as a shout out. I mean, for instance, if you guys know the channel Bikes, Beards, and Brews, well, Ben, the guy who runs the channel, he in his last video he gave me a shout out, which was very nice of him. Well, I don't know if I'd call it a shout out. He was kind of more suggesting everybody send me maps so I can find my way out of Ohio. But either way, he mentioned me, so that was pretty cool. Now, speaking of shout outs again, I know I've already mentioned him at the beginning of this video, and since I'm stealing his ideas, I think it'd probably be nice if I gave him another shout out. So not only am I shouting out Ben from Bikes, Beards, and Brews, I am shouting out John from Road Reality. Make sure you check out both of those guys' channels. So I should also mention, why am I out on this very chilly day? Well, I'm headed to Cycle Gear to see if I could find a better balaclava. And if I can, what do you know? There's another idea. More gear reviews. Well, it looks like I am stuck in all of this traffic. If only I had a GPS to tell me not to come this way. I do. I just haven't used it. Anyway, I should wrap it up. Nobody wants to see this, so time to go. I'm Code Gray. I'll catch you guys in the next one.